Good morning to all the Academy 55 members and everybody else who is watching the recording. David Khan here, taking you through from 7 o'clock in the morning UK time to 8 o'clock in the morning UK time. It's currently 5 to 7 in the morning here in the UK on Wednesday, the 24th of April, 2024. Having a look at the chart for the EUR USD, the 1 minute time frame. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping. So first thing you need to do is turn your MT4 on. If we ever get to place a trade, and make sure you are on the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame. You've got your trade assistant ready with your risk to reward in purple, the lot calc in purple, the little square box down here in purple, just in case you need to close all trades, and your 1%, because we go for 1% a trade. That's what we do. So what can we see? Well, we're on the 1 minute time frame. I've drawn up some this area here with the area with 3 zeros at the end is what we call a key area where bankers and investors look to take money out, look to put money in, that sort of thing. It's a psychological level rather as opposed to a level where price gets to. It's a psychological level where, like I say, they think about taking money out, putting money in, that sort of thing. Underneath here, we have a big swage of imbalance drawn up on the 4 hourly time frame. And we have some support and resistance lines going up further up there, also drawn out on the 4 hour time frame. We are underneath the purple zone now, so we're very much in a sell bias at this moment in time. And apart from that, we are seeing a little bit of consolidation along here at the moment. But after 7 o'clock, the European banks will open and hopefully a bit more volume will come into the market. And as we've seen earlier on this month and previous times, bit more volume to be able to get our 2 to 1. Nice to see so many people on with me this morning on this bright and sunny Cornish morning. I'm here in Cornwall in the southwest of the UK, and we've got a nice day brewing up at the minute. Make the most of them because they're few and far between at this time of the year. But anyway, that's less than the weather report. So we are here at 2 minutes to 7. We've done our little bit of housekeeping, and we will wait to see what happens as far as the Academy 55 indicator works. Hopefully we'll get a bit of volume between 7 and 8. You have to push us one way or the other, as we've seen before. But we're here primed, ready to go on that score. Like I say, what I'm seeing now is accumulation. Although we're accumulating, we are steadily going down. Maybe going into this imbalance area. We will see. But the next signal will be a buy signal. Because that's how it goes. Buy alert, sell alert. Next one will have to be a buy alert, and we'll probably be acting on the buy. And we got areas here. We have been in a heavy buy bias up these levels here. So we could return to these levels again. We will see. So the time is 7 o'clock, right as of now. So 7 o'clock, we've got a sell alert. I can't, me as a live trader, I cannot act on that due to being transparent with you guys. So my next thing I can act on is a buy alert if the conditions are correct. But we got the psychological level down here, and straight away we have a buy alert. So I'm going to put the my MC4 on, and I need to act. If I'm going to act, that's where my stop loss will be, just there, where the wave is pull that over a bit so we can. The wave has just started to turn green. See that? The trend started to turn green. But I've got to wait for it to pull away a little bit more. I think I might be doing a bit of a buy. I'm just waiting for it to push up a little bit more. Right. I'm actually in for a buy. Trend line is green. Volume ribbon is green. Wave has just started to turn green. And this is where we are at the minute. Got a buy alert dead on 7 o'clock. Let's go over to TradingView to see if I can no, wrong one. Let's go to TradingView. Long position. I just got in just under the purple line. Just double checking. I just got in just under there. Stop loss is down there. Means my 2 to 1 is up here. Above these two obstacles. There we go. So I think that's down there. Right. So this is the play at the minute. Price fraternized with the purple line like it likes to do. Power size nicely underneath the price. Have a buy alert. Trend line is green. Volume ribbon green. Wave is green. And let's look at a slightly bigger picture, go on the 5-minute time frame. That's interesting. Equidistance with a, and we've got, let's just draw this out. We've got imbalance here. We've got highs there, level highs. We've got imbalance there that price might need to correct, and also no, we haven't got that. That's been filled. but we've definitely got imbalance on this 5-minute candle here, and our take profit, as you can see, our take profit is in a way, so price may want to go and redress this imbalance, hopefully within this move. That's what we're hoping for. We don't hope, we trade what we see, but what I'm seeing imbalance that needs to be filled here. Our take profits in the way, but in reality that can be done at any time, but it needs to be filled. And I'm just saying, I'm hoping it'll be done within this move, but we shall see about that, I guess. Put that back on the minute. But we've also got imbalance on this candle here that needs to be redressed, and we just got taken out. Oh dear, right, okay, so that's a loss, 1% loss, but the buy is still active because the parabolic SAR hasn't flipped. Our stop loss was too close to entry. So we wait to see what happens now. Shame that, but never mind. We're allowed to trade one more time. The wave has started to turn red now. And if this comes down anymore, it'll push the parabolic SAR above price. So we can't take the trade anyway. But it hasn't done it yet. And right, it has now. So price needs to get up here before we can take the trade again, if we were going to do that. Meanwhile, we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'll go back to MT4. So unfortunately, that one was took us out. Never mind. These things happen. And now we have a sell alert brewing. So let's see, we get a sell alert and we can get a 2% win, which will mean we're 1% for the day, and then that's us done. But that means I'd like to see it get below there and tap into this area here of the imbalance that was drawn up on the 4-hourly. So, right, we've got a sell alert. I better make way for that. Put my line back on. Oh, the sell alert isn't on the MT4, even though it says it on the trading view. What happens on the MT4 is paramount because that's where you're placing the trades. But we got a red wave, the startings of a red volume ribbon, and we're waiting for the trend line to turn red, and then we will be in for a sell, waiting for price to get below these areas here. And fraternizing with the 1.07000 line that I told you about. Sell alert has disappeared. Oh, there it keeps going, painting and repainting. So we've got to make sure of that. The trend line is still green. But we're here waiting. If anything happens, or we could be going into more consolidation. Who knows? But it's rather looking that we're going for a sell. Right, I'm in for a sell. And that's where I am. Okay, so draw that up on TradingView. As you can see, we've tapped into this area of imbalance now. And we shall be going, get the short position tool. Got into the trade about there. Did I put the stop loss in the wrong place? I think you know what? I made a mistake. I should be putting the stop loss there. Instead I put the stop loss on the wave. Obviously that would have brought my 2-to-1 down a bit, but the way it's traveling, it might not matter. Hopefully it won't. But I've given myself at least a 1 pip more stop loss than I needed to do. Stop loss should have been there. Oh, I could still do that, I guess. No, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I can still bring my stop loss down there, but I don't need to because the 1% is already calculated. Looking at on TradingView. Sorry, I haven't finished this yet. So 2% would be, well, it's not there, is it? Stop loss, I put my stop loss there, which means my 2% would be, where did I get in on that candle? Just above the first candle. Well, I'll do that later because it's looking like we could be coming down to our conclusion. See, if I'd have put my stop loss there, we would have been done by now. But hopefully we'll get a bit more volume for a bit more of a sell. But we've got imbalances that need to be filled here. Whether they do that now or within this actual push down, we have to wait and see on that. But yeah, I made a mistake. Stop loss should have been there. But it could have been, yeah, it's a mistake. Because if I put stop loss where it should have been, it would have been there. I would have had my 2-to-1 already. But how many pips is that? That's 0.1. No, you have to be 2 pips away, which would have been there, which would. So I still would have got my 2-to-1. But because my stop loss is a little bit further up, that means my 2-to-1 is there. Because I was a little bit late to, well, not late, but I mistakenly put it on where the wave meets the green because I'm used to doing that most often and not putting it on the trend line. So that's why that mistake was made by myself. But you should, technically it should have gone on the trend line because that's the closest to the entry. But I'm 8 times out of 10, I would say, I always put my stop loss where the green meets the red, and that's usually the closest to entry. So that's why that mistake was made. So technically, I would have had my 2-to-1 by now. Hopefully, you guys didn't make the same mistake as I did, and you've already got your 2-to-1, which means you're 1% off for the day. But hopefully, there's enough volume push going down to. I don't like where it's stopping. It seems to be stopping here. So I'm going to. No, I'm going to let the trade go. What I'm going to do, personally, I am going to take my stop loss to my 0. So I've got a risk-free trade. And I'm going to wait for it to hopefully go down to our 2-to-1. Should I do that? No. What I'll do is I will raise it again because of my silly mistake. Should have been on. Oh, what am I doing? No, I'm going to keep it as it is. Keep it as it is. There we go. So I'm still waiting for my 2-to-1. And hopefully we'll get a bit more of a volume push to go down. If you've already done your 2-to-1 and not made the same mistake as I did, and put your stop loss there. Let me show you on this. And put the stop loss there where it should have gone technically instead of where I put it. Congratulations, you didn't make the same mistake as me. And please put a screenshot in the Facebook group. We'd love to see all the screenshots of your successes. And if you're brave enough to put your failures as well, you know, we can all you can all learn a lot by your mistakes, a lot more by your mistakes than you can by your successes, actually. And then maybe we can find out why you made the mistake and where, if you made a mistake, I mean, you can get the best trade in the world, and it's it can go against you. Because this is just the way it is. But sometimes if you make us like for me, if I was to lose this one now, it's because of the mistake I made by not putting my stop loss there instead of there. And like I said, the reason I made that mistake is because 8 times out of 10, I put my stop loss where the green wave meets the red, and I'm so used to doing that, I just got it in my head, and all, as you can tell on the minute time frame, it happens rather quickly. So even with me, with all my experience and all that, I still made a mistake. And so I could be walking away with 2-to-1 now, but instead I'm waiting for another push down. I'm waiting push down to hopefully get to my 2-to-1. I am worried about this area here because it seems to have stopped on this line here. I'll mark that up. So just here, this seems to be an area. Now, the number is not significant really to me, but it obviously is to them, because this area here we've respected 1, 2, 3 times. And it could go on respecting that area. It seems to be a bit of an area where price respects. And now we've got the parables of flip down below. Not put off by that. But we've got areas of imbalance here that need to be sorted. So maybe it's doing that within this move and then carry on down again. We will have to see. Price is going to do what it's going to do at the end of the day. So this is why it's also go and make a cup of tea. Go and put the kettle on, go for a walk, make a cup of tea, cup of coffee. Don't look at the screen. No point. It's if you're a person who might have a bit of anguish, it'll give you anguish for no reason at all, because whatever you think, you place a trade now, whatever you think, whatever you do, you ain't going to change it. So why put yourself through that mental anguish, if indeed that's what you suffer from? So go and, well, hopefully we'll get a volume push enough to push it down, so I can get my 2 to 1. Hopefully you've already got your 2 to 1 because you put your stop loss in the correct place. And hopefully I'm going to a little bit more of a volume push and then I'll be there. Hopefully, we'll see. Apologies for the time change, but due to personal circumstances, I've got to escort a family member somewhere this morning. In fact, I'm going to getting ready to close this trade. And there we go. So that's the end of another successful session. We lost the first trade, unfortunately, but I won the second trade, which means I am 1% in profit for the day. So if you already got your 2% early, or if you did that, please write a post on Facebook for us. Nice seeing so many people here today. Thanks very much for being here. We do appreciate all your posts. I love watching people's successes. And if you're brave enough even to put a failure on Facebook, please, maybe we could have a look at it and see where you went wrong. If indeed you made a mistake, sometimes, like you say, you can have the best setup in the world, but it still goes against you. Trading's like that. But you can learn a lot more from mistakes if you did make one than your successes. But that's where we've got to leave it today. Tomorrow I'm doing a Ask Me Anything at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. So if you have a question or that, it will be recorded. And other than that, I'll see you again on Friday for more trading. So have a great day. Thanks very much for watching, and cheers for now. Bye for now. Bye.